Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sama. Today we are at Kelvingrove Park in West End of Glasgow. I haven't played Pokemon Go in Kelvingrove Park, so I don't know again what spawns around here, so we'll have to see whether there are team leaders to beat. I don't know. So let's try and check it out. Let's go! Subscribe! Okay, so we're gonna start off at the entrance of Kelvingrove Park towards Gibson Street. We're walking towards the Lord Roberts Statue Memorial. Lord Frederick Sleigh Roberts has made his reputation as a soldier and national hero in the colonial wars of India, Afghanistan, and in the Boer War in South Africa. From the statue itself, you can actually see a very nice view of the West End. However, this summer, the trees are actually massive, so it's actually blocking some of the views of the University of Glasgow and also Kelvingrove Museum. But no worries, if you walk along, you can always find nice spots to look at the view. This bench is actually a PokéStop, and it is the Durham Memorial Bench. A wee bench for Scott. We've still got hope, so I think we'll be fine. Scott. Oh, it's a memorial bench for the lead singer of Frightened Rabbit. The lead singer of Frightened Rabbit passed away sadly. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, and he had mental health issues, so it was quite a tragic death for the music scene here in Glasgow, and there are benches here commemorating his life, so that's nice. So there's actually like a ton of Pokemon spawning here in Kelvingrove. There's a lot of Wailmers, Venipede, Snubbull, Pidove. There's an Ipom right next to me, that chinchilla looking thing, and and Oshawotts. There's tons of them just all over, so go wild catching all of these Pokemon. So we're walking now towards the Tigress and Cub Sculpture, and this sculpture actually exists in Central Park in New York City. However, this one in Glasgow was commissioned by John Stuart Kennedy when he immigrated to New York and made his fortune. While he was there, he visited August Nicholas Kane's studio, and he was impressed by his work, so he commissioned him to make another one to put in Glasgow. So we're headed now towards the Stuart Memorial Fountain, which was designed by James Sellers. He actually won an international competition to produce a monument to the late Lord Provost Robert Stuart, who was responsible for establishing Glasgow's first permanent supply of fresh water from Loch Katrine. And then there's a PokéStop here on the left, on the right side as well. And it is of the mallard at Kelvingrove Park. Around here, there's a lot of mallards. Mallard at Kelvingrove Park means a bird is a PokéStop. So we're now going towards the Kelvingrove Skatepark. This is just a really cool spot for the youngins that love to skateboard and ride their BMX bikes. So yep. Okay, so there is a PokéStop over there with a team leader, and the PokéStop is actually of the skateboard park, and leader Sierra is dominating this skateboard park. So I mean, I'm gonna attempt to beat her, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna kick my ass.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I beat my first Team Rocket leader, and it's leader Sierra, and I'm surprised because I tried to beat her before some time ago and her Pokemon were all incredibly strong, but this time around the Pokemon was actually quite manageable, all within like 3000 CP. So surprised, I actually beat a team leader for once. Yes! So we're now going just a little bit outside of Kelvingrove Park towards the Park Grove Terrace Lane, where there are mosaics designed by Elspeth Lamb and the Glasgow Gaelic School. Elspeth Lamb is actually a Scottish artist who mainly specializes in lithographic printmaking. I really like the mosaics in this little tiny nook just outside of Kelvingrove Park. They're really beautiful and charming in my opinion. This is a public football pitch in Kelvingrove Park. And now we're walking through the flower garden in Kelvingrove Park. I really like this little garden because you can find a lot of bumblebees flying around in the flowers. So now we're walking past one of the biggest spots for sunbathing here in the West End, When there's sun and blue skies, you're gonna bet there's tons of Glaswegians here just sunbathing and catching some sunshine. Here we are now at the Highland Light Infantry Memorial. This memorial of a soldier was done by William Burney Ryan, and it is the earliest war memorial here in Kelvingrove Park. It was erected to commemorate the men of the Highland Light Infantry who fell in the South African Boer War. We're now walking on Prince of Wales Bridge. The PokéStop is actually of this lamp, but I'll talk about the bridge. So the bridge was actually designed by engineer Alex B. McDonald, and it's just a single elliptical arch bridge that goes over part of the River Kelvin. And now we are at the Thomas Carlyle statue. Thomas Carlyle is actually a very famous historian, satirical writer, essayist, translator, philosopher, mathematician, and teacher. I mean, he was basically everything. Okay, it's time for a Pokédex check. I didn't catch that many Pokemon this time around, only 2, and this was one of it, the Joltik. And because we walked around a lot, we actually hatched a lot of eggs. So this is one of the cute Pokemon, Darumaka. And because there were a lot of Venopedes around Kelvingrove Park, I managed to catch many of them and then evolve my Willipede into Scolipede. He's a big boy. And then a random Ducklet appeared, so that's a new Pokemon and I'm happy to catch it. It's really weak though. I also managed to catch some Ninchada and evolve it into a Ninjask, which looks like a wasp. And once again, I managed to hatch more eggs and I got a Mime Jr. He's so cute. He's much cuter than Mr. Mime. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. That was our afternoon at Kelvingrove Park. There are a ton of whalers here for some reason. They're just kind of floating about the hills. There were a lot of Venopedes as well, and surprisingly a lot of T-pigs that appeared, which very rarely we see nowadays. Kelvingrove Park is really nice to play Pokemon Go in. There are a lot of hills, a lot of monuments that you can check out. A lot of whalers. We were not lucky enough to catch any shinies today, unfortunately. I only caught like 2 new Pokemon today, which is a bit disappointing, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!